Want to get it published? Page Publishing will get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, Apple iTunes, and other outlets. They handle all aspects of the publishing process for you: printing, cover art, publicity, copyright, and editing. Call 800-501-3689 now for your free author submission kit. That's 800-501-3689 for your free author submission kit. Again, 800-501-3689.
Friendly Ford is off and running in 2019. Friendly says yes to you in sales, service, parts, and body shop.
Yes!
Yes to up to $13,000 off MSRP on new 2018 F-150s. Yes to 0% financing for up to 72 months on 2018 Mustang and Fusion. When others say no, Friendly Ford says
yes!
Exit Decatur North from US 95. OAC must finance through Ford Credit. Dealer number B372 expires 1/31/19.
Friendly Ford, get more.
Warning. If you're drowning in debt you can't afford, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to pay it all back, because you don't. What the credit card companies don't want you to know is that there's actually a way to get debt-free without paying off your entire debt or going bankrupt. If you have $5,000 or more in credit card debt, you now have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. For free information, call Credit Associates now, 1-800-700-2844. We'll even show you how much money you could save. If you can't afford to pay off all your debt, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to. Call Credit Associates now for free information on how to get debt-free faster than you ever thought possible, without debt consolidation or bankruptcy. We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk. For free information, call now, 1-800-700-2844. That's 1-800-700-2844. 1-800-700-2844.
This is Ken Goodrich of Gettle, and I want you to save money and save your heating and cooling system. A heat pump is basically just an air conditioner running backwards. Instead of pumping cold air into the home and hot air outdoors like it does in the summer, a heat pump reverses that process during the winter. But that means your air conditioner is running round the clock 365 days a year. And with heat pumps, big, expensive problems begin as small, affordable problems that were ignored for way too long. Routine maintenance will keep your heat pump happily doing its job long after everyone else's has laid down and died. Let Gettle rejuvenate your heat pump, and it will say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you 24 hours a day. Just $129. NSCB 79414. No one knows heat pumps like Gettle. GOETTL. It'll keep you cool, but it's hard to spell. Call right now, okay?
What's hot today? It's time for the WagerTalk Marquee Matchup of the Night. WagerTalk.com. Start winning now.
It's a limited slate tonight, but this will be fun because it's two very popular public teams. But I suspect the money's going to be mostly on one side tonight in this college basketball clash in the ACC. Duke taking on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. And Ralph, we were talking about this as we were shooting some Wager Talk videos this morning. Coach K did not waste any time getting Jones right back into the rotation for Duke. He played a ton of minutes in the last game.
Yeah, you know, it was a game they had easily contained, and it didn't matter to him. 35 minutes, 6 points, 4 assists for Trey Jones, and handled the ball. And he actually didn't handle the ball all the time. He let him take it easy, and Barrett handled it some of the time. But what Coach did say is that with Trey Jones back in, their full-court press is 50% better than without him. He is the leader on that full-court press, and with him it makes him a dynamic defense. Now you have a Notre Dame team that played the number 3 team in the country within 72 hours. You have a Notre Dame team that we've talked is bereft of bodies. I mean, they are just so banged up. And here's a little angle for you, Dave. We know Virginia is a physical defensive team, the best defense in all of basketball. Teams are 17-28, 38% just blindly the game after Virginia. So it does have some impact playing a physical defensive team. More so I remember I used to go back and I used to always play against teams that after they faced the Ravens. So it's not, obviously football and basketball aren't the same.
No, but the physicality factor does matter.
And, it's just sometimes teams, shooters get hot. Shooters can get hot for multiple games. Well, if you're having to face that Virginia defense and then you're having to face the full court press of Duke tonight, I think there's only one way to go in the game.
Yeah, I kind of look at it and think, well, Notre Dame's going to be fired up. It's national TV. They got the number one team in the nation. Let's face it, whether they're ranked number one or not doesn't mean anything. They're the number,
best team.
It's the number one program in college basketball. Whether you hate Duke or not, it just is. Okay? So the Fighting Irish players and fans are going to be really juiced up for this game. You might get a good effort out of them for 30 minutes or for 20 minutes. I don't know if they can withstand and hang in there with Duke for 40. To me, even though you're paying a premium to bet Duke here, I think if you're going to go this game, you just have to just toss the value out the window and say, yeah, the public side is the way to play, and that's the Blue Devils minus the points.
Yeah, Notre Dame put up more points than I thought against Virginia. The pace was quicker than I thought.
Yeah, but it wasn't, it was kind of look, it wasn't a competitive game.
They were behind the whole time.
So, it was basically, to me, it was like, the come from behind offense in football where teams end up putting up big yards.
Yeah,
but
you lose defensive intensity because you're up by 15 or 20 the whole game. From, 5 minutes in, that's it. I mean, you can't have that same intensity playing defense. So I agree with that.
All right, and today was an extremely busy day for the WagerTalk crew because we were taping all the videos for the Super Bowl. There's like 3 hours worth of videos. Now it's not all one video, so we're not suggesting that you have to sit there on your device and watch for 3 hours to get the information. What do we shoot, like 17 or 18 videos, I think?
Yeah, and the best part is perspectives from different bookmakers. Yeah. Chris Andrews at South Point was there, and Will Bernanke from CG was there, and the Westgate Superbook, had a representative. And so those people are in their own separate videos. So to be able to get their take on where they put the lines and why they did that and where they think it's going to go and where the prop action is, it is just great viewing.
I'll give out my official Super Bowl projected score later in the week. But if you want to get it early, you watch the video that I did at WagerTalk because I give it out on there. And take it with a grain of salt because to me it's just another football game. I don't get particularly excited because it's the Super Bowl. But I know a lot of people do, and they want as many predictions as they can to try and get an idea of what different people like, so you can check mine out. And I won't be selling the game, by the way.
Yeah,
there's
I
no
won't
point
have a
to it.
play either. And, let's put it in perspective. If this were Week 8 of the NFL season and these two teams were playing and this were the line, I wouldn't have a play on it. So why am I going to have a play on it just because it's the Super Bowl?
Right.
Yeah.
Because I don't
force a play
I don't
if
need
it's not
it. I'm personally all set because
you're set in a much nicer position than most of us.
Yes, I am. I got a Rams. The ticket I got was 16-1. For my clients, it's probably anywhere between 10 and 16. And we're all set. Okay. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what to do here, and we did.
I can tell you, Dave, I was on that podcast with you when you told people to bet that game, and you gave out two props. You said, I'm betting the Rams to win the Super Bowl, and I'm betting golf to bet the MVP.
I only bet 3.
Okay.
Because I also, to me, the Rams over 10, and I think it was over 10 wins. I thought that was just a runaway, a slam dunk bet. And I rarely say that, but and that was before Garoppolo got hurt. I thought the 49ers were a little overrated. I knew Arizona sucked, and I didn't think Seattle, quite frankly, would be as good as they were. So I thought the Rams would run away with that division.
And I only bet the golf one.
He's going to get a few votes, but not enough to win. I think we know who's getting the MVP award. And that's Mahomes, and I didn't have anything on that. LPT Play of the Day time.
It's the LPT Play of the Day. Tonight's best bet from Lions Physical Therapy. Your 5-star rated specialists.
And good news, John Lyons is coming in person on Friday. We'll talk a little LPT, and we'll talk a little Super Bowl because John follows things very closely. He's going to have his pick on the Super Bowl for us, so make sure and tune in Friday for that. Meanwhile, we'll tell you that this is not a strong opinion, okay?
Take this with a grain of salt as well.
You can take this with the whole canister, okay?
Yeah.
But we both decided that Oklahoma, it's 5.5 or 6 around town. Maybe a slight edge there for the Sooners. So Oklahoma minus the points will be the LPT Play of the Day. That's going to do it for today's show. We will come back and do it again tomorrow. It'll be our Superbook USA Tuesday with Jeff Sherman. Marco D'Angelo will be here as well. In the meantime, thanks to Chuck Esposito from Station Casinos and Sunset Station. Again, that's just an absolutely great location to view the Super Bowl this weekend. But get there early because it's going to be absolutely packed, and get that STN mobile device or the app set up on your mobile device to make things a whole lot easier. For Ralph Michaels, I'm Dave Cokin. Thanks to Jared Justice for producing this episode of the show. We'll do it again tomorrow on the Las Vegas Sportsline. Cofield and Company's coming up next from Pizza Rock. Get down there and have fun.
How much time is it going to take before I get better? How much is it going to cost to get my car fixed? And most importantly, how much is my case worth? You've got plenty of questions after you've been in a wreck. We've got the answers. Hurt in a wreck and need a check? Call 877-1500. The call is free, the consultation is free, and the advice is free.
When learner is the way to go, call 877-1500.
The showroom at South Point presents Sugar Ray live February 1st and 2nd. Tickets on sale now.
Things that I used to know have gone out the window.
At the box office, charged by phone 702-797-8055 or online at southpointcasino.com. Sugar Ray live at the South Point.